got to feel in heaven when my lover's near. Lord, let this moment last for another year. Though today has ended, the night's still young, I'd say. Lover, don't go away. Let it be the thing that I am longing for. Let's fly out from Manhattan to the California shore, just to watch the ships at night on the San Francisco Bay. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Don't say you have to go. Don't say you need to run. I'll stop the clock on Central Station and we can have a drink downtown. Let it be the night that I am longing for. Let's fly down south to Austin or to Ecuador, just to drink pina colada on a hot, wet summer's day. Oh, lover, please, please stay. Yeah!
Welcome everybody to the Stir Crazy Cassette. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I am Elle Diabloe.
And we are here to warm your bones.
I'm going to warm your bone today.
You made it with this dress like this? Bam. Look how cute you are. This is adorable.
It's my favorite. Hold on, I got to step back. It's my favorite onesie.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
It's my favorite onesie too. Well, you can see your tattoo finally.
Oh, you can see my tattoo. Look, guys. COVID pinup. No, Licenza for a while. I checked actually today because like every year I check back to see what the recent addition to this line is. Yeah. There's none this year.
None? Oh my God.
No, not on the online, but like, well, yeah. When they came out with these, I bought them in every color.
Well, I will say that when you wear those, you don't wear them for long.
But we got to just keep it in our pants for an hour and 57 minutes.
That's all right. I can do that. I did it once for like 18 years.
Audrey just asked how I have a sunburn on my chest. I think this is now from years and years of sun exposure, just the way I look.
Well, you are a fair lady.
Remember what happened to the rest of your face? Like this is what happened to the rest of your chest. Like
maybe it was reflection from the snow.
But also
snow
I am like you. I'm answering Audrey right now. You understand? You're pale. Like I could be driving my car and this could happen. So yeah, that might be what happened. Just
sure.
Just permanent.
You look beautiful though.
Permanent discoloration.
You look absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you. You look very handsome.
Thank you very much.
I love this.
I wanted something cozy, and I weirdly my sense of cozy is a button-up shirt
and a pair of jeans.
Very cozy.
I am all for the sweatpants. Danny D, not as much.
No, I got into you got me into sweatpants. I actually did not used to like sweatpants. I've gained an appreciation of the sweatpant, but I still prefer a pair of jeans and a button-up shirt.
Well, you're very old school.
I like a t-shirt too.
I'm of the American Apparel generation where
that's a terrible generation to be part of.
It was, but it was
fabulous.
It was
called date rape.
No, that was just Dove Charney was date rape, but like
no, that was just straight up rape.
I was really into like. I don't know if you were living in Montreal when Space FB was a thing or Space FB, François Beaugrand. It was all like the Montreal version of like the Juicy Couture ones.
Yeah,
like,
no.
When sweatpants got fancy, I got real excited, and I haven't come back from it yet.
No, but you look good, and you can rock a sweatpant and make it look dressed up.
I think there's a way to make
I find there's no way men can't rock a sweatpant fancy. You can't rock a fancy sweatpant.
I will be the first to admit, and this is dirty, so block your ears. An attractive man freeballing in sweatpants gets me. Some women don't like it at all. I like it a lot. So I find that you don't have to make the aesthetic look as good as long as you get your package to look
I will
good
say
in
there's something
sweatpants.
I've noticed about you, which I've never come across. Well, that's a weird way to put it, but I've never come across a woman who, well, that's not true, who is as swooned, is that a word? Swooned
Wooed?
by the testicle as you have.
I'm not super swooned by the testicle.
Swooned.
It's more that...
Is that a word? Did I make up a word?
You made a word. I like
Swooned.
it.
You've
But,
been
and I
swooned.
think when as it relates...
If you're wooed and swooned at the same time.
Yeah, and as it relates to testicles.
Swooned.
No, I'm not a fan of the balls. I just find every once in a while, like, women do cleavage. Women, you can see our panty lines. There's a bunch of stuff that women do that, like, whatever. Every once in a while. Yeah, that is what she said. But every once in a while, I think of a particular visual image in my head. You're in an airport and some super hot 22-year-old dude is walking around free balling into sweatpants and you're like, yeah. Yep.
All right.
Also, there's a part of me that says if you have the confidence to rock a pair of like gray Champion sweatpants on with no panties or
That's
no
fair.
manderwear,
Yeah.
you know something the rest of us don't, and I like it.
All right.
I like it.
That's fair. That's
saying.
fair. All of that bringing us to today, which is all about warming your bones. I got really filthy right off the top. It was excellent. Today we are going to make food and drinks that are perfect for a cold winter night. It just started to snow.
It's beautiful up here. You can't
Just
see
started
it
to snow. We've had a couple of hot days for Quebec,
in December.
but it got up to like 8 or 9 degrees.
No, tomorrow is supposed to get up to 9. It's gone to like 2, 3.
No. It got up to about 8 degrees the other day, and we had so much snow. And you'll see if you stick around to the end and you watch the post credits, you'll see the beautiful snow we had. But it was then it all melted and it became ice because it would melt during the day and then would drop below zero during the night. So it just became a sheet of ice.
So we have a backyard that looks like you could bring your patin if you want and skate in our backyard. But
well, I just took the dog out for a. Hey, Nomi, you want to come say hi to the people?
Nomi, come say
Come
hi.
say hi. Oh,
Now you. Oh, now
look
you
how big she's gotten.
Hi, Nomi.
Remember when I picked her up and she was.
Hi, Nomi. Oh, you're punching me in the chest again? Hi. Look at the people. Say hi to the people. Hi, people. I give high five now. High five.
Do a high five.
Come on, high five. But I can't. I don't know where my legs are. Can you give me a high five? You're going to embarrass me.
We'll do it.
You're going to embarrass me on national television?
But I took her out for a walk, and because it just started to snow when I took her out, she didn't notice that there's ice still underneath. So it was just her. I want to run because it snowed because she loves the snow so much, but not realizing it's all ice. So it's just like rah, rah, it was so funny.
And then I worry about vet bills.
Vet bills? Well.
But yes.
She's fine.
She is fine.
She's fine.
She's
How are
puppy.
you? You know what? You were so hyper before, and you're mellow right now. I'm loving this. This is.
Well, you're the one who just woke her up off the floor.
Well, I know, but she was a little
she's
barky earlier.
She's apparently becoming an adolescent because that's a thing that happens to dogs when they're like 5-6 months old. So yeah. She's very talky.
She's not in her terrible 2s anymore?
No, she talks a lot.
She's in her terrible 12s?
She does a lot of yak.
She's talking
back like a 13-year-old
No,
girl.
she does chat. She does, and she has something to say about everything. And then she likes to steal stuff. Like she takes 20s out of my wallet and goes and buys cigarettes.
And she also is violent with me and likes to get real close to me like this. So I think she's being nice to me. And then she takes her paw and she punches me in the face.
Oh, fairness.
Welcome to doggo parenting. Yeah, your doggo is quiet and lovely. Our doggo is an abuser. So
our dog is fine. I think she's for being a dog, she's doing the best she can.
She learned how to sit pretty today.
She's not a cat.
but you'll get over it.
I'll get over it eventually. Today, let's get back.
What are you making?
For those of you who don't know who we are, and we've been prattling on for a while, but if you don't know who we are based in the beautiful Labelle, Quebec, Canada, which is about 2 hours north of Montreal, in the mountains. Ski time is happening. I've set a new setup here.
I like it.
So if I step back too much, I'm in the dark.
Oh, but I like it.
It's nice. I like it. But it's
Ski time.
gorgeous, beautiful up here. And before the Great Panini, as you refer to it,
The Grand Panini.
yes,
Le Grand Panini.
the Birdemic. Have you ever seen Birdemic?
Birdemic?
We'll watch Birdemic one day. Who's seen Birdemic? Birdemic is like, it's one of those the best worst movies of all time. Shot for like $12. It's a terrible. It's like basically Birds if everything went wrong.
So Birds.
No, Birds is an amazing movie.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways, so we have before the Great Birdemic happened, we were with live performers.
I think it's a batdemic, huh?
No, it's not. Bats are just birds with an identity crisis. But before that, we were live performers. We worked in the world of burlesque. I was a comedian, a host, a producer, a writer.
I was a burlesque dancer and teacher and choreographer and producer and host.
And then the Birdemic hit.
Caca!
And we said, holy crap, we can't go do that stuff. But what we do like to do, we can still do, which is eat and drink a lot.
And interface with people on the interweb.
And tell them about
what we used
testicles.
to do. Testicles, yes, all of those things.
But and we've been doing this. We are now coming up on 2 years. YouTube, we're coming up on 15,000 views.
That's a lot of views.
It's
not enough to make money, but it's a lot of views.
But again, it's funny because I get all these emails about this time of year from Twitch and from YouTube of like, here's your year in review, and so there's some of the stuff that's kind of interesting. We've had a lot of traction on Twitch.
Thanks, Twitch friends.
Yes, thank you, Twitch. Also, one of the things, if you are watching this currently, this is broad streamed to a lot of different places, to the Stir Crazy YouTube page, to the Stir Crazy Twitch channel, to the Stir Crazy Facebook page, and Divine Danny D's Facebook page.
That's you.
That's me. If you're watching it on Facebook and either of those, we tend to recommend don't. Watch it on YouTube.
We do it for you because you're lagging and you're keeping up with technology.
Yeah, but if you want a better experience, especially if you're watching on Danny D's page, the chat, we don't see any of the chat messages come in. So if you want to get involved, if you want your chat to be involved, we recommend either heading to the YouTube page or to the Twitch channel.
Because we want to know you're here and we want to interface with you. And I always feel bad the day after when I see a bunch of messages and I'm like, oh, shitty.
Yeah. So if you want to get to the YouTube page, it's youtube.com/StirCrazyShow/live.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you want to prefer to go Twitch, which I think Twitch has actually got a better, looks better on Twitch. That's just me. Twitch.tv/
You just look better on Twitch?
Hang on, I'm in the middle of saying an address. Twitch.tv/StirCrazyShow. Watch it on either of those two, and I look great on both.
I only look good on Twitch, so head on over there.
Shall we check on the people?
Let's check on the people.
Let's check out on the people. Hello.
All the people.
Oh, it's so many lovely people here tonight. Audrey is here saying
Bonjour,
hi.
ma tante Audrey.
Oh, that's so fantastic.
Look, I'm doing better. I don't know if you noticed, but I noticed.
Yes. My mama's here over on Twitch. Mama switched over to Twitch.
Listen, if Mama Dirksen is watching us on Twitch, the rest of you can watch us on Twitch. Thank you, Maureen.
I have to show Audrey's message got held because she swooed by the testicles. And you do look beautiful. Sorry for being a bitch.
You're not.
I like the fact she insulted herself and that got held for review. I think you should be allowed to call yourself anything.
And listen, dude, I'm not embarrassed by this. Yeah. You might be, but it's part of my body.
Yes, Mama said Nomi is adorable. She is adorable. That is true. I cannot.
Lynn Schlala.
Audrey says her dog is a. My dog is a. What? Where?
I saw her over there. I didn't see her over there
she
yet.
just came up here. Yay, you can see my comment now. Lynn was watching it, I bet, on the Danny D page, but now she moved over to YouTube. Oh, like a regular
Keep
person.
running. You'll get to Disney eventually.
And Misty is watching it over on Twitch. Twitch is awesome. I agree.
Thank you, Lynn.
It's
I
fantastic.
think you look fab.
Fantastic. You guys are... I'm so glad you guys are all here. We're going to have a good show today. Shall we explain a little bit?
We can explain the ridiculousness. Can I have that because that's
we're gonna get over there. Let's just pop over here.
Yeah, cool.
All right. So today is our cozy show. It's all about
warm your bones.
Warm your bones. It's the what we food for a cold winter night.
Yeah.
You might want to have it by a fireplace.
If you're so lucky.
Yeah, let's not put that there because it's blocking the stuff in that
Well, then
shot.
put that
Let's put
over there.
here.
There you go.
Perfect. So what are you making for us today? What food are in when you think of the perfect gourmet element to tantalize the taste buds when it's a cold winter night? Of course, you have something sophisticated, right? What are we having?
I am going as lowbrow tonight as is humanly possible. So
What?
You and I were talking the other day about what are comfort cozy
That's
foods.
what she said.
And I have done a cottage pie on the show before. I have done like a lasagna. I've done all sorts of stuff like that. To me,
That's what she said.
warm your bones to me is soup.
Soup.
And I thought to myself, what's a super cozy...
Or stew, but we don't have time to do stew.
But again, the stew is stew.
The stew is stew!
American Horror Story fans, you get it. So I couldn't do, like, my onion soup, which would have been my go-to, is an 18-plus hour endeavor because it sits in the slow cooker for forever. So I was like, let's do a soup. Let's do a soup that I've never done before. So tonight, my friends, stir crazies everywhere,
yes,
we are making cheeseburger soup.
Cheeseburger soup! I'm so excited for cheeseburger soup.
Cheeseburger soup.
Now, I know this has got potatoes. Could it possibly be cheeseburger and fries soup?
Tutti è possibile. It's possible. It could
I'm
be
so
an entire
excited.
like casse-croûte meal.
This may be the
in a
worst
pot.
thing or the best thing you've made.
We've said that a few times.
A few times. And often it's been the best thing.
But yeah, we're making cheeseburger soup tonight because it's a thing that exists and we wanted to try it.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Also because 97% of the time that I am not focused, it's because I'm thinking of eating a cheeseburger. So
It's fair. I think of hamburgers a lot.
So do I. And you? What are you making?
For cocktails, well, there's a couple of very traditional things to warm your bones by. You like soup is a good thing, so I thought, well, the first thing we're going to start off is a hot chocolate.
Okay.
Simple hot chocolate. We're even going to make a powdered hot chocolate, something that anybody could make if you got to go do something quick. But then we're going to make it a little nice. So we're doing what's called
just a little nice though.
Yeah, let's go. We're doing it's the drink is it's got a name that I suddenly lost. That's French. We're gonna get to it.
Chocolat chaud.
No, it's not that. I know what you were gonna say. It's not that.
Okay, c'est pas ça.
But it's a beautiful thing. And then the other thing, which was we had some friends over while we were a few days ago. The beautiful Shai Shuli and her husband Stuart were over. And I hope they're watching because I told Shai. She asked me a question. She says, is there a cocktail you can make with bouillon? And like, I didn't think about that. So I did a little hunting and I have found something which I think sounds spectacular. So we're making a chicken, sweet and sour chicken hot toddy. Oh, the other drink is called the St-Germain Chocolat Epice.
Chocolat.
That's what I said. Chocolat Epice.
Epice.
Epice. I used to fence Epice. Hey, speaking of which, there's Stuart.
So it's Spence. We're making a bouillon cocktail for y'all.
It's for Shai, and that's hopefully it's gonna. I don't know what this is gonna taste like. I found this recipe. It sounded good. I've had to make a couple of cool things.
Dude,
over
I'm
the
making
week.
cheeseburger soup.
This is going to be the worst or the best tasting.
Lynn says she's had it. It's been good, but like, Qui le sait?
Let's find out. So that is what we're making today.
I'm also redoing my hairdo before we cook because I want to do one
Well,
of
we're going to
these.
check in and find out what's going on with Mr. Ling while we're here.
Doing one of
well,
these?
you look very hot that way.
But I just need to.
What's up with Mr. Ling? Look, Mr. Ling is having his Christmas party. Sergeant Pepper,
Mr. Peanut.
Mr. Peanut, and then your doppelganger are all there having Christmas party.
Look, it's me as a scrub brush.
You as a scrub brush. Oh, thanks for the follow, Mabouche.
Marie-Ève Boucher.
Marie-Ève Boucher.
Merci, Marie-Ève.
Yeah. Thank you for the follow. There we are. Fantastic.
That's our Christmas party that's happening right
Is that
now.
Christmas? It's the stir crazy Christmas party that we didn't have, but Mr. Ling decided to have.
But I'm also super obsessed with our Sergeant Pepper grinder.
I know. It's why I thought I put that there, because I thought you would actually say, I'm super obsessed with it. Shall I make us a drink?
You know what's funny? I am so much happier with this hairdo than the one I just had.
Can you grab me the milk out of there, please?
I can.
We're going to make a hot chocolate. And if you're going to do a hot chocolate, in my humble opinion, the traditional, we're going to do one of these powder hot chocolates. Oh, that's right about that.
How are those there?
I'll walk over here and grab
You
this.
walk over there. I just had a question asked about the Torres chips. I am obsessed
I love the Torres
with
chips.
$9 chips, which is never good for one's budget.
No.
Those are the black truffle. They're my personal favorite. I think we've tried all of them. I'll tell you the flavors that are good. Black truffle is good. The Mediterranean sea salt is delicious. You like the
I love the
Iberian ham?
No, it's not the Iberian ham. I really like the
Caviar.
The caviar is very good. It's almost like a shrimp chip.
Mm.
All of them are very good.
Except for the Mediterranean herb. Unless you want to be picking a ton of herbs out of your teeth, don't do it. The rest of them are delish. Non mais je te jure, Lynn, fais-le. I don't know where they sell them where you live, but I know for sure they're readily available at Sorella in Point Claire.
All right, so we are going to make. Can you bring up my recipe, please?
I can.
Oh, that's the wrong button. There you go. Boom. We are bringing up what's called the St-Germain Chocolat Epice. Now, what is this? I thought what made this really interesting was a couple of things. First of all, it featured St-Germain, and I got like 2 bottles of this thing.
I love St-Germain.
I know you like it, but it also used tequila.
Which I never used to drink before
Tequila
the show.
and chocolate are always phenomenal combinations. So I'm very excited to try this. So all we're going to do right now is, as you can see, how did that die? That was working so well. Well, I'm going to...
It was. Are you going to get the ladder? I'm going to talk to the people. So, Lynn Schlala, the thing that makes me laugh about you being bougie AF in Nuns Island is when I moved up north, I thought I was going to have to bring all the bougie products from Montreal to Tremblant. No, we be bougie AF as well, which is not surprising when you think about it, but also kind of surprising. Anyway, Torres chips, do it. There's also... I could give you a whole rundown on all of the luxury products that I buy because I'm a silly girl who does things like buy Joe beef mayo. The Torres is worth it. Like, it's so worth it, especially because, like, if you're doing at the holidays, like a good charcuterie board with some good cheese and some good stuff, you could also do like a little mini side situation of Torres chips. Because if you don't know the Torres chip, friends, for people who aren't Lynn Schlala and I, they have Iberian ham flavor. They have a sparkling wine flavor. They have a Parmesan something. Like, oh, there's the puppy. Anyway, they're really good. They're totally overpriced.
Hey!
But having said that, I've noticed that a regular bag of chips at the grocery store has also increased in price. So for a toonie more, treat yourself, people.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself.
There we go. Okay, so as you can see, right now we're just doing a chocolate, a simple hot chocolate, powdered hot chocolate. Use whatever you like. If you prefer to make it from scratch, great. This is all meant to be bartender stuff. So most of the stuff you're going to find quick is a quick, dirty. We can make it up to, hi, how are you? Nice to see you again. So this, we're just trying to get this milk hot. While that milk comes up to speed, we're going to add our chocolate. our hot chocolate powder. We're using
The very fancy.
the very fancy. We had fancier ones, but I can't find them. But it's all right. I've got the good people at Carnation.
You're gonna love it in an instant.
Can you grab me? Oh, hang on. What are you talking about? Can you grab me the thing that I'm literally standing in front of? You dump those
Hot,
for me.
the whisk.
The whisk.
Tis. I'm doing all my old ads. Whisk.
So we're just going to make some nice hot chocolate. Now, technically, you can always make this with, if you want to make it even simpler, go with the water, hot water. Boil some water, pour it into powder, make hot chocolate. But I find if you're going to do this, go the full route. Milk is always better. Or if you want to keep it a little lighter, you can do half milk, half water. Hi, how are
She
you?
agrees with you. Oh.
You look lovely on camera today, Nomi. You look lovely.
You want to go down? Okay.
I've made hot dogs on the show, haven't I, before?
Made a hot chocolate?
Hot dogs.
Yes,
Hey,
you have made hot
why
dogs.
every time I talk, you have to bark?
Because she needs to let you know that.
Why don't you get her a pig ear?
Because the CDC says we shouldn't have those.
Well, the CDC's
Right.
never eaten a pig ear.
I am going to shirk the opinion of the CDC and give you an oreille de cochon. Voila.
All right, so we have some lovely hot chocolate going on here. Again, this can be with however hot chocolate you want. What we're doing is we're adding our beautiful hot chocolate. I think that's good. We don't need it to be again. We don't want this boiling.
Do you need mugs? Oh, you got some.
I've got everything here.
Oh, Marie-Eve said I did, we should eventually have a dinner
here,
party.
I serve the truffle ones. Oh, yeah. Those, the foie gras is my favorite. The foie
The foie gras version, yeah, they are delicious.
Foie gras is my favorite. I love those.
But also the thing I love about these chips is if you were going to buy truffles, foie gras, and champagne, it would cost you a fuck ton more than just buying 3 flavors of chips.
All right. Into our mugs. Now, according to our recipe, you're going to put about 6 ounces. This is 3/4 of a cup. I'm just going to split these between the 2 mugs. I should get smaller mugs. Oh, well.
No, that's fine.
That's fine.
Here, let me take that.
Take that. You're fantastic. Now, to that, we are going to now start to get a little boozy. We're going to add our tequila. Oh, well. All right. Oh, there we go. So we're going to do 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces of tequila. Depends on how boozy you like it.
Lynn Schlala, I love you. I've loved you since 1990. I love you.
And to that, we are going to add. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think I put into yours. Boom. And to that, we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of St-Germain. It's a little boozy, this drink.
If you've been following us for the last couple of weeks, or for like a year plus, it's not possible. And
What'd you say?
she said she loves me more.
She loves me more or you more?
She loves you the most, but she wrote she loves me more. We used to have a strict no getting drunk on the show policy, and that fell away as our not getting drunk policy.
I don't know if it was a strict not getting drunk, but I think it was a strict getting unbearably drunk.
It was like inversely proportional to the level of COVID. So now we just do super boozy drinks. And
all right. And finally, now normally I would put mini marshmallows. I don't have any marshmallows, but I do. But I do have this. I love this. This is ground up little pellets of vanilla bourbon.
Ooh.
And we just.
Did you get that at the grocery?
I got this a long time ago at an old grocery store. It's always been good. It comes in its own little grinder. It has a nice little aroma. And there we have the St-Germain Epice. Chocolat Epice.
Chocolat Epice. Saint-Germain.
Oh, yes.
Ben là, il est dangereux.
Oh, my God.
Il est dangereux, là.
Wow.
Okay, let me tell you.
I would never have thought, honestly, Saint-Germain and tequila being something I would put together. But wow.
Okay, but I'm going to continue that. I would never have put St-Germain and tequila together, and I never then would have put them in a cup of hot chocolate. This is ridiculous.
So good.
Okay, but dangerous.
Very. Yeah,
Freaking
this is incredibly
this
dangerous.
is
But
really
it's
dangerous.
really... I mean, it's still delicious. It's creamy.
It's
but
delicious?
It's still delicious. It's
still
dildo delicious.
delicious.
It's dill delicious.
Dildo.
Dildo-licious. That guy over there, he's dildo-licious. No, it's delicious, but it's like you still... I feel what is interesting is I love a cocktail that when you sip it, it's beautiful on its own, but you almost can taste each part in it and feel how they complement each other.
Okay, so here's a very...
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Complement each other.
So you have the sweetness in the chocolate added to with a different sweetness that's in the St-Germain, but it's still sweet, but they complement each other. Then this brightness of the tequila sort of kicking its way through.
I have two things to say.
Yeah.
One is, Misty just said if he's still delicious, he's from Newfoundland. I love the fact that Newfoundland has a place that's actually called Dildo. Also, here's a question.
Yeah.
Considering that the majority of what's in our glass is not alcohol, the majority of what's in the glass is hot chocolate, is this considered a cocktail? Or is this considered like a boozy hot chocolate?
Again,
is a boozy hot chocolate a cocktail?
Now, last week when we had our non-alcoholic, last time we were on, we were sorry for not being on last week, but
I was in hell.
But not because of me.
Why would you assume that?
Well, again, I think it's a good preface. Like when somebody says I'm in hell, it's not because of my relationship. It's because of other. I just wanted to make that clear.
I don't think anybody thought it was because of you, but
well, now they do.
Now they do. It wasn't. It was work and supply chain shit.
Anyways,
but, anyway,
last week when I said I think a cocktail is just basically a mixed drink. It doesn't necessarily need booze. It can be warm. It can be hot, cold. It can be. I think people who say cocktails are specific, they need to have maybe an iced drink that's put into certain glasses. That again, it's what makes it a cocktail. Then all I think is as long as it's a properly mixed drink, and I would say a mixed drink is three or more ingredients.
See, and it's funny because as someone who loves that's really actually try this, guys. And again, everybody, Carnation hot chocolate is sold at your local dépanneur or corner store. So, but excuse, but I don't know, when there's like a larger volume of hot beverage, and I'm thinking of like a Spanish coffee or an Irish coffee or something like this, like
where would you find the Irish coffee?
I don't
Spanish coffee?
Automatically think sometimes at a pub, like
yeah, but you would find it often in the cocktail portion of the menu.
And sometimes it's in the dessert portion of the menu. Sometimes it's like have this boozy, know. So anyway, I don't know.
You asked me. I consider anything
we're having
that's
a conversation.
3 or more ingredients to be a cocktail. It can be non-alcoholic. It can be alcoholic. It can be hot. It can be cold. They're all cocktails to me.
Hot cocktails.
Speaking of hot cocktails, shall we ask the question?
Hot cocktails.
Let me get in there and I can ask a question.
Here, let me grab my wine because clearly I need more of that.
Yes.
That's what she said.
First question for today for the people is, what is the perfect winter meal? And this requires a food and a cocktail. And by cocktail, as I said, it could be a drink. It could be a hot chocolate. I would say hot chocolate counts as a beverage. Simply with 3 ingredients.
So it has to be a cocktail. It can't be like food and a wine pairing.
Yes, no food and wine pairing.
Oh,
I know.
Phooey. Well, because I don't like to drink cocktails with my food.
But again, you could say a hot chocolate. You could say
No, I know what I can say, but I would have said X. But now that you've outlawed wine, I can't use wine.
Okay, I will say beverage. Then if that's so hard, I will say beverage. If you can only have wine.
If it's a winter, like my ideal winter menu is probably something stodgy with pasta.
Mm-hmm.
So either like a bolognese or a lasagna or a stuffed shell with like a hearty glass of red wine.
Hearty glass of red wine.
Something that like it's full bodied, it's good, it complements the food, it warms your bones because it's winter. You can't if you're me, drink 4 liters of it. Like, it's good.
Yeah.
You?
I'm not a red wine drinker, as you know. I've never been able to really get behind the red wine. No, can't even see it.
I know. It was dirtier that way.
Yeah, it was. It was filthy. Oh my God! Why your hands off? I will always say that my favorite cold, and this is where you and I are going to very much differ, is my favorite cold winter food. If I have, and it's a soup, is a clam chowder. Cold, it's a winter thing to me. You always say it's a summer thing. I would say it's a winter deal.
I think clam chowder is a 12-month a year, depending on where you're at, kind of deal.
Yeah, or a apple crumble.
Okay, so you went dessert.
Yeah, or a really beautiful apple crumble. And with that, I will go with a caramel apple cider.
Well, that makes sense.
Bourbon caramel apple cider. Actually, with both of them, I'll go with bourbon caramel apple cider. I love bourbon caramel apple ciders. I think they're fantastic.
I just find with some of the winter meals, a cocktail doesn't necessarily go. Because,
thank you for the follow.
And that's just me. I can sit and drink cocktails all afternoon, but when it comes to like pairing them with food, not a huge fan.
Hello, Norway.
Oh my God, from Norway?
Scania from Norway. Well, thank you very much for the follow, and thank you for joining us. We're cooking some food to warm your bones.
North American food.
But it's to warm your bones, and in Norway, I'm sure it's cold this time of year as well. So stick around. We've already made one tequila-based hot chocolate with St-Germain.
Delish.
We got more weirdness coming up.
Let's see what the people have to say. People!
Let's see what the people have to say. Oh, what do we got over here? Let's take a look. I like it. It's still delicious. He's from Newfoundland. That always reminds me. I had a buddy of mine who's from Newfoundland. He's from Winnipeg. But we had this conversation, and we both got really, really drunk and had an argument, friendly argument, and neither of us know what it was about. But it ended in the sentence, pants or no pants, it's still Newfoundland. And we don't know what we were talking about. We just remember that line.
If you're not from Canada and you want to know about Canada, watch Come From Away. And that's me appropriating Newfoundland culture.
Come From Away.
The rest of us aren't like that. But Apple TV. So good.
All right. My mama says a Manhattan before a prime rib and Yorkshire pudding dinner. My mother makes an amazing Yorkshire pudding and a great prime rib.
Maureen, you're one of the only people I will allow to cook in my kitchen. So just hurry up.
Yeah, there you are. There you are. Maria Boucher says Julia Child's beef bourguignon and a brandy Alexander for dessert. Those are all. I'm so hungry now. Misty Portugal
fucking cheeseburgers
with mac and cheese and an old fashioned.
Okay.
Or some old fashioned mac and cheese. Both work. Stuart Spence says hot chicken sandwich, peas and gravy. Of course, you gotta have that. And a hot chocolate and Baileys. Those are...
You know, Stuart, if you come over, I can make you a hot chocolate.
And a hot chicken sandwich. Who doesn't love a good hot chicken sandwich?
A hot chocolate.
Lynn Schwaba said a really hearty chili and a good Cab Sauvignon. Oh, that's
good. Like the meat and the red wine in the winter. Like... Safel job.
There we are. So those are all the things.
What does Norway have to say? It's cold and snowy and...
cold and winter.
Winter.
Oh, I love when somebody types with an accent. It's fantastic. There we are. Oh, those are good. Those are all really good.
I want to eat all of them right now and drink all of those beverages.
Shall we?
Is that what she said? Did she say she wants to eat all of them?
I want to eat all of those.
Can you do me a small favor?
I can do you a huge favor if you'd like.
In the sink is some ground beef.
Ground beef?
Ground beef.
No, it's not. There's ground beef.
But I just want to... hoppala.
What are you going to do with the ground beef?
I want to measure it because I need a pound of it, and I'm not sure what's in it. Yes, I know. Therefore, I need to measure it. For me?
Just take a third of it off.
Just want to measure. Oh. You better be chill. Yalla, MC. Okay. No, it's actually, it's a pound.
I know, but it said so right there.
But that's good. I wrote that.
I know. That's why I trusted it.
Pardon me for 1 second.
Here, let me
We'll just
grab
put-
some of this. Grab some
Just
of your
put a
meat.
half in here.
Grab some of your meat.
Almost. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we got a pound of ground beef, friends. We are making, if you're just tuning in right now, something that words that I never thought would come out of my mouth. We're making cheeseburger soup.
Let me bring up your recipe here.
So we've got a couple of things that have to happen before the actual soup happens. Can I have a skillet, please? 'Cause I need to...
A big old skillet.
Okay, Donata, back in the day, La Senza every Christmas would come out with like 4 versions of this. Pink and black, blah, blah, blah. One year I bought 4 of them. When you
Should see me in it.
When you come for New Year's, you can borrow one. Incentive? I don't know. Carrot dangling? Perhaps. Menu. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to bring this
I
up
will
to...
not watch creepily.
We're going to bring this up to about medium. In all fairness, my friends, we took this ground beef out of the freezer hours ago. The center is still a little bit frozen, but that's okay. We're just going to cook it. We're going to defrost it in the pan. All good. No big whoopty. Don't be stressed.
You want to go to the fly cam for a sec?
Do I want to go to the fly cam for a sec? I can go to the fly cam. Oh, it's Nomi.
You can't hear me.
No, Dan said, hi, I'm eating this.
I was trying to do it once, but...
I know, but she's very busy.
Okay, let's go back.
She's a monster. Our dog is a monster.
Let's go back.
We're back.
Oh, here.
We're back. She's a monster. You give her like a little chewy, like a bully stick or a pig's ear, and legit 5
Bully
minutes
finger.
later, she comes back and she's like, and what's next? And I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, she's got a pig here right now that will be done before you're finished.
Oh, for sure. So friends, again, the center of this meat is still a little bit frozen. I personally, I don't like to defrost meat in the microwave. I'll tell you what I like to use my microwave for. I like to use my microwave for things that are shitty that shouldn't be eaten, like pizza pockets. God forbid you ever need to have like a prepared frozen
I don't know
meal.
why you need pockets.
I like to use my microwave if my coffee's been sitting out for like too long and I just want to give it a little zapsky. I find you've got to be really smart about defrosting meat or poultry in the microwave, because what ends up happening is the edges cook fully cooked through, and it's hard to crumble afterwards, and then the center stays raw. So first of all, little trick, if you're going to defrost stuff in your microwave, put the plate on the edge of the turntable so that it circulates on the outside, not the inside.
Also, if you're cooking something like a defrost...
Seems a little bit counterintuitive, but it works.
You're defrosting something, or you're cooking something too? Like
Break it up.
But break it into a circle that there's nothing in the middle, like a giant O.
Like a donut.
Like a donut.
Or like a O.
That will
Would
be...
you like to buy an O? That was a Sesame Street reference.
Oh,
wow.
would you like to buy an L?
Would you like to buy an O?
It's an L.
No, it was an O.
It was an L.
No, it was not. Ernie's little thing, would you like to buy an O? Was not an L, it was an O. Anybody who's sitting in front of a computer who can check this, please tell me I'm right, because otherwise my whole childhood is over.
Or is it liver?
I have to disavow my entire childhood.
I think it's liver.
Amen, Ellery microwave. Listen, like it's a convenient appliance, but the older I get, and I don't know if anybody feels this way, the older I get, the more old school I get, which I think is how we're supposed to be. But also, like, the more I appreciate the fact that, like, people have been cooking for millennia. And just because we have all of these, like, funky ass, like, newfandangled or whatever. Newfandangled gadgets. Yeah, it's convenient, but it's not necessarily any better. It doesn't necessarily make the taste better. During the pandemic, I got really obsessed with watching videos of, like, you know, the one guy in Paris who still makes butter by hand. And we're like, one guy in Italy who makes blah, 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 blah. Like, there's an art form that's being lost with there's multiple art forms that are being lost with our drive for automation and whatever, but I don't know.
But if you watch the guy who had the hunt to make the mashed potatoes, apparently there's a one restaurant in France that's made the perfect mashed potatoes. He didn't have the recipe. He had tasted them once, and he tried to recreate them. And it was about 2 or 3 videos of him, and he found out that it was like some really unique potato that you would never mash because it was like a fingerling of some sort, and how that potato, when mashed and then put through a fine mash, became the perfect mashed potato. It was a fascinating.
In the new year, I promise, because I don't love social media, but here we are. I promise I will start posting more stuff to our Facebook and our Insta, because I'm so obsessed with people who do things the old school way. Like the old way of making buffalo mozzarella, the old way of, like, I watch so many Italian nonnas make pasta and make stuff the way it used to be made. And I am all for the convenience of newer gadget and whatever. I mean, granted, people used to make stuff on a fire and not with electricity. So yes, progress. But there is something to be said for.
You said we progressed past fire?
What?
Did you just make the great political statement that we progressed past fire?
Yes, we have progressed past fire, but at the same time, there is something to be said for, things were done. Oh, I feel so weird saying this, because corporately I hate the fucking statement of like, but this is how we always did it. That bullshit. But when it comes to food and recipes that have been like passed down from generation to generation, you need to respect the tradition. You can innovate and evolve, but you have to at least respect where your shit comes from. There's a reason that we make the things that we make, and I think to not honor that is it's disrespectful to a certain degree.
I agree.
I don't know.
I agree, but I also think certain technologies, and Maria just pointed out, make compound butter bars, make your butter in a stand mixer. Again, I don't think embracing technology is necessarily a bad thing. And in fact, there are a couple of chefs who really say that if there are certain things they'll do in a microwave that you would not normally think of doing, because they understand how to use it and take advantage of what it does.
But I think the average home chef or the average person who buys a microwave is not necessarily
But I also think that there's a lot of
that.
people who will say, oh, if you do it that way, you're not doing it right. And therefore, they're not trying and learning that, hey, there are ways of taking advantage of this technology and what it does. I mean, in the end run, you're never going to cook something as quickly as you can in a microwave. It's just a true fact.
To me, it's a question of work smart versus work hard, right? So if you want to work smart and you know that your microwave can help you work smart, then work smart. If you want to work hard, sometimes that is what it needs, blah, blah, blah. Can you pass me a bowl for this, please? Yes?
A bowl I can do.
A bowl.
A bowl. That's
A bowl. Not Ebola, just a
You
bowl.
don't want me to pass you a bowl?
No Ebola.
All right.
I got this suit. I don't got a suit for Ebola. I want to get a slotted spoon. Friends, why are you using a slotted spoon, El Diablo? I am using a slotted spoon because I want to take the browned ground beef out of here, but I also want to leave the fat that's here because we need to cook our mirepoix. And instead of adding, in all fairness, I was supposed to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan when I cook this. I didn't do that. Why?
Depends on how fatty you're.
Why? Because I'm the boss of me. And again, y'all decide, you know your dietary restrictions. You know, hold on, I'm going to turn this all the way down. You know what's going on with you. So, like, if you need to watch your cholesterol or watch your whatever, then maybe, like, I had an ex-boyfriend years ago who used to boil his ground beef because he was so paranoid about the fat in it. He's not my boyfriend anymore, clearly.
He's my boyfriend.
He's Dan's boyfriend now. Hold on one second. Boop, boop, boop.
Can we turn that back up?
We are gonna, hold on. Give me one momento, por favor. Into this. Look at me. I got containers. Prep deck. I will do an ad for it eventually. Into this, can you grab me just a little bit of olive oil? No, 5 is fine. Just a little bit of olive oil.
Olive oil. Olive oil. Yeah.
Guys, the whole bottom line, old school, new school, whatever, do what makes you happy. It's your fucking mouth, it's your taste buds, it's your kitchen, it's what ingredients that you have
Also play.
access to.
Don't let one person tell you what
And yeah, nobody is the boss of you in the kitchen but you. So just do your thing, chicken wing, and like
that should be a t-shirt.
do your thing, chicken wing.
No, it's
Or-
not a t-shirt.
Here's what I'm gonna do. Before I add the celery and the carrots, I'm just gonna do the onions for about a minute and get them going because they take longer. And
Oh, no, the carrots took longer.
carrots take long as well, but I find carrots have, while they have a very pungent taste, the carrots add sweetness and whatever. An uncooked carrot in something will not offend my taste buds as much as an uncooked onion. if that
I'm gonna
makes
say
sense.
that hot chocolate hit me a little bit. A little smack in the face a little
Are you
bit.
drunk?
Not drunk, but I will say
Are you crunk?
I'm definitely crunk.
You crunk?
But again, I like to think I've been crunk most of my life. I don't know what it is. But anyways, no, I think it was that combination. Now, I will say this. My recipe for it, the recipe that I found, said an ounce of tequila and half an ounce of St-Germain. I went to an ounce and a half of tequila and three-quarters of an ounce of St-Germain because I thought it was a better balance.
That's all good. All right, so these have been going for maybe a minute. We're just going to get them for another minute or so.
All right, here we go. We're head so people can see that.
Oh,
Oh, well, that was a nice
found an
sandwich.
ice cube.
Hi, how are you? How did you find an ice cube? Oh,
Because I'm pulling down for her.
you want some more, some of these?
When
Hi, how are you?
When
Would
she
you like to
was
come
being super loud. Here, I'll do that. You
up?
take care of the pooper. All right, celery. Carrots. Oh, no, me. Oops.
Nobody hates carrots.
No, she only hates carrots when we try to feed them to her. When she finds them in the backyard that I've left,
deer carrots.
when I've left them for the deer, she really
Yeah.
likes them a lot.
We have deer now. This is the thing we got to deal with.
It's so cool. There is honestly, friends, real talk with El Diablo while I saute some shit. I miss the city a lot, but I don't miss the city. I miss you guys. Oh, hi, Noam. I miss you guys a lot. When I look out my window and there's a pack of wild turkeys in my backyard or 2 deer like
Is
there
it a
were the
pack?
other day, a gaggle,
I'd like to think of a dinner.
that was too much
A
dinner.
feast of wild
A
turkeys.
feast of wild turkeys.
What is the collective for wild turkeys?
I don't know. Someone who's got the internet, tell us what a gang of wild turkeys is
Look
called.
at this corner. Look at this corner. What's going on over here? She was all standing up.
What do you need?
But
Mom?
now, we pointed it out. Now you're not doing anything.
There's bloobs over there. Maybe she wants a bloobs.
Is there bloobs? You want
There's
a bloobs?
bloobs on the counter.
You have bloobs for mom's boobs?
No, I don't know why you said that.
Does it run?
Are y'all using a new camera? Have I just not noticed? Oh no, we are using the new camera.
Yeah. Well,
Thank you, Donata, for noticing that.
We have we have a camera that we had for a while.
We just couldn't get it hooked up properly.
Yeah, we're having some problems, but I love, again, this is something we explained last time we're on, where we had,
Hey! Down.
here, no.
Oh, you know what she's smelling? She's smelling the chicken stock.
Norbert, here. Norbert,
Hey, Nomi.
Norbert Imputius.
Norbert Impudus. The poor dog is 5 months old. She's got 18 names.
No, she's got a full name. Her name is Nomi Malone, but her full name is Norbert Imputius Malone.
What's an Imputius?
I don't know. I had a dream, and that was the name that I came up with in my dream, and I thought that was a brilliant name.
So this poor puppy who's just trying to learn how to be in the
Dream
world
name.
is called Nomi. Noms Malones. Noms Mabones. Normert. Normert Imputius. Normie. Norman.
What's the stripper name you came up with? Smoky Paprika.
Smoky Paprika.
That's a stripper name.
Every dog needs a stripper name, guys. Come on.
Wow. You've already had so much to eat. Did you finish your...
Oh yeah, she fully ate that whole... Oh, maybe not. Maybe she didn't eat the whole pig's ear. Okay, friends. Here's what's happening. I'm just going to go overhead for 1 sec. It's not super exciting. We're cooking our mirepoix. I'm going to tell you something about mirepoix. You can make your dice.
It's not just a mirepoix.
Okay. In all fairness, as I said earlier in the show, I have been in a supply chain Christmas hellscape for the last 2 weeks, and I'm not doing.
It's my favorite Hallmark movie.
And I'm not doing things. Hey, unless you're lighting the menorah.
She's lighting the menorah right now.
So I haven't been on top of things the way I want to be, and normally I'm just going to go back to the main cam. I am super retentive about my mirepoix, or in Italian, my sofrito. I like the dice much smaller than I've done
I would
here.
say a sofrito is a smaller dice, but a mirepoix is a coarser dice.
I have always said mirepoix is the French version, sofrito is exactly the same thing, but Italian. Oh, what are you choking on, love? But here's the deal. Guys, the smaller you chop...
Hey.
Shh. She can smell the chicken stock this year. The smaller you chop, the more it's gonna like melt together. Also, it depends. Like some people like a rustic soup where there's like chunks in it, or like you can see the carrot and you can see the celery. I don't. Like, you know, I prefer when things are like smooth and chill. So the best way to ensure that you do that is to just cut your stuff a little bit smaller. It also cooks more evenly and it cooks faster the smaller it is. That's it. Also, like if someone is judging you, they like an even dice.
Maria says it's brunoise, which is really small.
Mary, when are you just coming over so you can teach us about stuff? I will buy all of the wine, and Dan will make you many an old fashioned.
So why would we need the wine?
I always need one. All right.
Just saying. Also, I will say we had Stuart and Shai came over, and Stuart was very excited to find out what was behind the door, and I've never had
Behind that door? That's so funny. Also, Stuart and Shai, thank you. That was so much fun.
Yeah.
Really, really loved that.
What are we at? Oh, we should.
We should. So, all right, friends, here's the deal. For right now, what I'm going to do, this is like mostly done. The only reason I would cook it more is because when I'm eating soup, I don't want to bite into crunchy veg. And I might be alone in that. Like, some people like
Crunchy
their...
veg? That's my stripper name.
Okay, that's cool. You're crunchy veg, know me smoky paprika, and I guess I'm El Diabloe, yeah? But I like this to soften as much as possible, just from a mouthfeel perspective. Like, you don't... I don't know. Me, personally, like... I know what this soup, what I want it to be in my mouth, and like crunchy is not that. So just cook it down. I'm actually going to let you get on. She's not a chef; she's a huge nerd. Same, but different. The one thing I'm going to do very quickly though, because I'm mental like this, is I'm going to put in.
You're gonna put in what?
A tiny bit of butter.
A little bit of butter. Put it in there. I've got it overhead. We're gonna put some butter in that.
I'm just because I want the flavor of the butter. That's all.
Yeah.
Also, butter is an incredible way to finish your soups. You want like a bit of a shiny finish. You want a bit of a creamy texture. A tiny pat of butter. It's not necessarily, again, it's not instinctual necessarily, but ça fait du bien, mes amis. Ça change le jeu.
Yeah. Speaking of a pat of butter.
Yes.
You know what the best way to get warm on a cold winter night is?
Is it to put the meat back in this?
No.
Oh.
The best way to get warm on a cold winter night is to be summer.
Oh, yeah.
And so, because we're doing our final classic Sexy Woman Eats Food for 1 minute, I thought we would go to one of our beautiful summer ones. We've had our 3 regular Sexy Women. We've had the beautiful Galadriel Caress. We had Butterscotch Blondie. We had, of course, my beautiful wife, Elle Diabloe.
Stop it, Nomi.
But we had a few guests come on.
Oh, we did.
And one of my favorites of all the guests, hang on, Nomi.
Norbert.
Get that, go take a hike.
Norman.
Was your next performer. So, stir crazies everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen,
A sexy woman.
Eat food.
For 1 minute. That's right. It's the beautiful Votre Dame.
Votre Dame or Votre Dame.
Votre
if you're
Dame.
English.
Votre Dame. And a sexy woman eats food for a minute. Corn. We live in the land of corn.
We do. Well, not right now.
Well, no, it's still, there's still corn. It's just not here right now.
Under the ground.
Corn doesn't grow under the ground.
Grows up from the ground. Right now, the corn is under the ground. He's chilling.
Well, there's no corn under the ground. You do know that there's no
But they
corn
plant
under the
seeds
ground.
and the things grow. So right
Yeah,
now,
but
I
there's
said
no
like
corn there.
y'all got it right. My brand of stupid makes sense to smart people, right?
Your brand of everything makes everything to everyone.
No, that is not true.
Speaking of your brand of everything makes everything to everyone.
Uh-oh.
Are you ready to play a game?
Hold on. Now I am.
All right, we're gonna play a game. We had a few things I was trying to figure out for a game for this show. Originally, I was actually even thinking of bringing back Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain.
But
2022.
2022.
More Chocolate Rain. Stay tuned.
We will have more Chocolate Rain in 2022. But because it was a warm your bones show, where I know you're a big fan of the sopa, as the Spanish would say.
Es la mejor.
I don't know what she does for a living. So what I thought is I would play a soup game.
We're playing a soup game?
Just for you. A soup game just for you. In fact, the game is called... Naomi, you're so excited. I know, it's great. You ready? The game is called... Soup. There it is.
Soup. There it is. Soup. Oh, I just hit you in the head. Okay.
Naomi, shush.
Chocolate.
Come on. Ow!
Okay, soup, there
Naomi,
it is.
You're gonna go away. You're gonna bark, you're gonna go away.
You don't know the answers to the game.
So what I'm gonna... Hey! Oh, bite. Yeah, little cheese. Hey! You fuck off. Hey! All right.
We love our dog. We really do.
All right. So what I'm going to do, the way this game works...
How does work? Here. I'm going to bribe you with food.
So the way it works is I'm going to give you the ingredients to a soup. Now, I'm also going to say this may not be the only way to make this soup. This is the ingredients to the recipe that I found to make this soup.
Okay.
I'd like to think, I hurt my foot earlier and she just stepped right on. I'd like to think that these are at least one classic ingredient here to make it stand out. Are you done?
Oh, no, she's not.
No, you're done. So here, there's at least a classic. There's one ingredient here that I think will make the soup stand out.
Okay.
Some I know you will get.
Others I probably will
you
not.
might not. So we're ready to start. Soup, there it is.
Soup, that is.
Are you ready?
Yep.
If you like our games, and you go on Twitch, I've actually put our games aside in a separate playlist. So if you want to just watch our games, you can watch our games. So the first ingredients: dashi, miso paste, tofu, wakame, and green onions.
I'm going to go with miso soup.
I'll let people vote. We'll give them a second to vote. You think miso soup? What do you think gives it away?
The miso paste, the tofu, the dashi, and the wakame.
Those are all good, but there are a lot of other soups that use.
Yeah, and it could have been like a seafood miso, but this is a miso soup.
All right, people are gonna guess. The actual answer is, of course, miso soup. Oh, you have to tell me
Japan.
You have to tell me where it's from. I'm sorry. That's now miso soup from Japan.
Okay.
So, sorry, I should have said that. Name of the soup, where it's from.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again. Next one: eggs, chicken broth, cornstarch, soy sauce, ground ginger.
I'm going to say egg drop soup, and I'm going to say China.
Egg drop soup from China. Misty went with pho with miso paste. So it was the last one. I'm gonna say because it came in so late. It's for this one.
It's not her fault that there's something.
No, me.
We're trying to play a game here, yo.
You know how you never get invited to all the parties.
Okay, more bloopers.
All right.
I bribed my
Maria Boucher is also saying, she says egg drew soup. So I'm gonna if it's not egg drew soup, she loses. Misty says egg drop soup from China. My mom says egg drop from China.
I say egg drake.
Egg drake. That's my favorite rapper. It is, of course, egg drop soup from China. Very good.
Two for two.
2 for 2. Actually, well, 4 for 4 if you can have the
Stop
country.
punching me in the vajayge.
The vajayge. All right, next one. Onions, butter, garlic, flour, white wine, beef stock, Worcestershire, thyme,
French onion soup. Onion soup au gratin.
Onion soup au gratin.
Au gratin.
From?
Ou France ou la Belge.
Are you gonna say Belgium or are you gonna say France?
I'm gonna say France because
You're gonna
it's
say France.
French onion soup, but
It's not Belgian onion
I
soup.
have a lot of Belgian friends who would disagree.
It's not, but again.
But it's French onion
How
soup.
are you?
Oh, look, it's a family.
She can't. They can't
no,
see.
I can see.
French onion soup, Linschlala, Maria Boucher, French onion soup from France. Wait, one more. It is, yes, French onion soup from France. Though you say it's Belgian.
I've had the debate with people on the French-Belgian border about where the soup comes from, and the Belgians say it's Belgian, the French say it's French.
All right. Now, how about this one? Chicken broth, egg, parmesan, flour, oregano, black pepper, salt, nutmeg, spinach, red pepper flakes.
Stracciatella.
From?
Italy.
From where?
Italy.
Italy?
Italy.
Italy?
Italy.
Italy.
Stracciatella.
Stracciatella from Italy is what you're saying?
Stracciatella. Oh, Mary-Ev and Lynn, you guys would get along very well.
You got to knock it off.
I think.
You were great for a while. This is why my last dog barked once.
No, me. Down, please. Down, please.
All right.
I say stracciatella.
Stracciatella from Italy. Anybody else? I'm going to get 5, 4, 3, 2. You're barking too much. 2, 1. It is stracciatella soup from Italy. Stracciatella. All right. How about this? Cream, cheese, potato, bacon, onion.
I'm going to say a loaded baked potato soup from America.
Okay.
But it could also probably be, Misty says potato bacon soup, Italy. I also say something Russian. I think
you say Russian?
I think it could be like a Russian or a Polish soup, but I also am just going to say it's American baked potato.
American baked potato soup. Oh, hello, Wicked Chronicles. Oh, look. Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, lovely people are all over the place. You're saying, Maria says potato chowder from the U.S. Misty says potato bacon soup from Italy. The actual answer is super simple.
Ruski.
Potato soup from Ireland.
That is so embarrassing
Irish
for me.
potato soup.
Terribly sorry to all of my ancestors.
Yes, and to the love... No, never mind.
Never to the love doctor.
Don't say the words out loud.
Nomi.
If you say it 3 times, he'll show up behind you.
Nomi, down off the table, please.
Nomi, get off the table. All right, next one.
Come here, bloobs. I have bloobs. Yeah, come here. Yeah.
Here's where we get a little bit more difficult. Onion, potato, garlic, smoked sausage, and kale. This is a green soup.
No, I get that. My mother makes a very similar soup. I don't know where it's from, though. Onion, potato, garlic, smoked sausage, and kale. I want to say it's an Italian soup. But it's not an Italian wedding soup. I kind of want to say, I don't know. I'm going to go with Italian.
You're going to go Italian. We just had an Italian soup, okay?
Yep.
What if I said none of them are doubled? There's no doubles.
All right, onion, potato, garlic, smoked sausage, and kale. I'm going to go with like a Spanish soup.
Okay, what's the soup?
Sopa papas.
Sopa papas.
Sopa papas.
Sopa papas.
Sopa papas. He was the least famous of the barba papas. Is Sopa papas.
My mom says kielbasa soup from the Ukraine. No idea.
Your mom is
the
probably
actual one it's caldo verde soup from Portugal.
So I was close. Geographically close. Shh.
It's one of the more famous soups in the world.
Calm your bones.
It sounds delicious. I don't know if I've ever had it.
I'm going to make it.
That sounds really good. All right, next one. Ingredients. This is a big one. Onion, celery, carrot, garlic, turmeric, cumin, ginger, cayenne, cinnamon, tomato, cilantro, lentils, chickpeas, chicken stock, and rice or vermicelli. Broken vermicelli.
This to me sounds Moroccan.
Okay.
There's a flavor palette here with the turmeric, the cumin, ginger, cayenne, chickpeas, chicken stock, rice. I'm gonna go with something African, I'm gonna go with Moroccan soup. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going with. I'm calling the country. I'm not calling the soup title. I'm calling Moroccan.
Moroccan.
Yeah.
You don't know the soup.
No.
I can take a stab at the soup. I mean, you can take it from the ingredient.
I'm gonna go lentil soup.
Lentil soup.
Lynn, Hira is what? Is it lentils?
And Lynn is actually right. It is harira soup from Morocco. So I got Morocco right. Harira soup is what it is.
Yeah, I didn't know the name, but the flavor palette made so much sense in my mouth. That's you! Shut up!
Shut your mouth!
Sorry. What's the matter, you? Got no respect.
High five.
What do you think you do? It's not so bad.
All right.
It's not a guess. Lynn has got good smarts.
All right. There we are. Here we go. Onion, leek, garlic, curry powder, fish stock, cod, salmon, shrimp, cream, dill, parsley, oil, butter.
It's a seafood chowder, and I'm going to say it comes from somewhere Scandinavian. I'm going to go with it's Norwegian or... I'm going with Norwegian. Norway fish stew.
Norway fish stew.
It's not called that. It's probably called something with many umlauts or whatever, but I'm going to go with
I'm going to let other people guess. Hey, while you're guessing, if you just want to check into the chat right now, you'll see if you want to help out Still Crazy. We have our wish list available on
If you help
Amazon.
us, we can buy a quieter dog.
Also, will you be quiet, please? We're trying to get...
Can you go down, please? Just sit
yeah, so there's ways to help out there if you want to help our wish list or you want to add to our tip jar. Go right ahead. Maria Boucher's seafood chowder, something from Iceland. very, very close. Everybody's very close. It's actually Swedish curried fish soup.
All right, so I was in the general...
It's Swedish fish. Got it? Oh! Swedish fish.
Fish soup.
Oh, fantastic. All right, next one. Red lentils, turmeric, cayenne, cumin, cardamom, curry leaves, vegetable stock, ghee, mustard,
I can
seeds,
never
and garlic.
pronounce this properly. Mulligatawny?
You're going to say
I'm going
mulligatawny
to say
soup?
mulligatawny from India.
Mulligatawny soup is from, and there's a good one. And it's funny because I was looking this up today. Is mulligatawny soup from India? Mulligatawny is not a very Indian word.
Yes, but a lot of things in India happen not because of Indian people, so...
Well, I'd like to think almost all the things in India happen because of Indian people.
Yes, but then a lot of British people did other bad things in India. So I don't know. Mulligatawny never sounded Indian to me, but I've ordered it many times. I don't know. Yeah. I'm going with that. That's
Mulligatawny? You're going to say mulligatawny? Yeah. Anyone else? Let people sign in on those. What gave it away?
The ghee.
The ghee. And that's where I thought would make you sway into that because it's not. It is, in fact, dal, which is a very, very traditional red lentil Indian soup. Dal shorva. Shorva, of course, is Indian for soup. Probably one of the best foods in the world. Thank you very much. I grew it just for you.
Who's Wicked Chronicles?
Cat.
Oh, hi, Cat!
But we should be saying somebody's name.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Wicked Chronicles! I've been doxxed so many times on the show.
Yeah, it
Please,
doesn't mean you got to do it to other people.
And... wow.
No, never wow. That's a terrible thing to say. All right. Next one. Noodles. Okay, see, this is the last one. Noodles, chicken broth, dashi powder, soy sauce, kamaboko fish cakes, egg, green onion, and spam.
Ramen.
You're going to say ramen.
Yep.
Ramen? Maria, ramen from Japan.
I say ramen from Japan also. Shoshi.
Anybody else? We're going to let that come in. I was hoping that people would say ramen.
Because it's not?
Because it's not. It is, in fact, from the United States.
Anyway.
It is called seiman. It is a Hawaiian version of ramen. You could tell because of the spam. There is one place in the world that eats more spam than anywhere else.
It's Hawaii.
Hawaii.
But also, like, hey, gnomes,
Appreciate
you
it.
need obedience lessons. Anybody want to sponsor that?
You don't need obedience. Hey, you need taxidermy lessons.
I've also seen a lot of spam in Asian countries.
Will you? Go. I'm done with this. I'm done with that. Nope. Sit.
Dad's done with that. Sorry, friends. On the next episode, a quiet dog.
All right. So there we have all of those things. I would be fine if anything you said was interesting. That's all I'm saying. You're
So
boring.
I didn't.
Boring, Sydney. Boring.
Yeah, basic.
And there we have a game called Soup. There
There is. I wanted it to be called Name That Soup.
I know, but that just
But you won.
seems a little
Soup. There it
seems
is.
a little basic. I don't think mine was that creative either, though.
I think it was.
All right.
If you
What was my
feel
mind?
that we're not so creative these days, it's because of this. It's very hard.
I know. I need you to go away. I need you to just go away.
Could you go on vacation?
Can you just go? I need you to go away. You come back to that door.
She found her ice cube.
I'm gonna find.
We're going to be fine for about 30 seconds. So while we're fine,
Why don't we listen to something else?
we should.
I wanted something, some music to really warm.
Your cockles?
Exactly. If I had some, I'd warm them. I don't know.
Cockles like testicles? Maybe?
No, the seafood. It's like
I know, but why are there cockles in your heart?
cholesterol.
Saying. It's never made sense to me.
There is a wonderful man who I believe currently right now is in New York City, who has got a beautiful voice and a very weird sense of humor.
And incredible fingerings.
Oh, I've been fingered. Wait,
by him.
No, that's not what I meant. The gorgeous music of Anthime Miller and the story.
The best story.
Of cake farts. That wasn't it. Let me hit that button. Hit the wrong button. Too many buttons. Dogs drive me crazy. No, it'll kill you.
Don't kill the dog.
Well, here we go. The story of cake farts.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Anthime, and I would like to share with you one of my very, very favorite songs written by an excellent singer-songwriter and comedian, Rachel Bloom, which explores the cultural artifact of the year 2006, cake farts. For those of you who are not familiar, Cake Farts is a film which starts off with a beautiful homemade chocolate cake and a woman clad in a lavender camisole but nude from the waist down, and she comes on screen and she says, "You know what I like the most? Cake farts. Let's get this done." She takes down her hair, squats on the cake, and for 1 minute and 43 some odd seconds farts into it, which begs a number of questions, including but not limited to, what the fuck? Who is she? What is she doing? What's her story? And so Rachel Bloom wrote this song that I have arranged for cello and voice. It's called The Story of Cake Farts. When I was a little girl, they sat us down in school and said, "Kids, what do you want to be?" Billy said, "A doctor." Miranda said, "A judge." And then they came to me. They said, "Don't be shy, this is America, the land where dreams turn real. It doesn't matter what job you want, just as long as it's true to what you feel." So I said, I want to spread my ass cheeks and fart on a cake. And I want to do it on film. I want to spread my ass cheeks and fart on a cake. And I want to do it on film. Well, they sent me to a special school, so I forgot my dream. Until my 11th birthday party. My mother cut the cake because they wouldn't give me knives. And then I saw the camera held by my grandpa, Artie. My mother said, "Oh, God, don't you dare fart on that cake." "Relax, Mom, I'm just blowing out the candles, jeez. Have some faith." And then I spread my ass cheeks and farted on that cake. And my grandpa got it on film. And then he threw up on himself. I spelled out dreams with my poop as I farted on that cake. But then my parents burned that film. Well, I went to McGill, landed a pretty good job, and kept far away from all things frosted. Then I met a guy in a bar, a director, down on his luck, and he said, "I want to make a hit internet video, but all good ideas have been exhausted." So I said, "What if I spread my ass cheeks and farted on a cake?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, yeah, okay, yeah, that'll do it." So we went to Gelson's and we bought a chocolate cake. And well, we made a video. And it's called Cake Farts. And it features me farting on a cake with the camera close up on my asshole. And it became an internet sensation. Why? Because Cake Farts, it's not about cakes. And it's not about farts. It's about dreams. You know, we all have that cake we want to fart into, and we all have someone telling us not to fart into that cake. And who knows, maybe your dream isn't farting into a cake. Maybe your dream is sneezing on a salad, or wiping your period blood on a bagel, or, I don't know, maybe your dreams have nothing to do with the combinations of food and bodily functions. I don't know, dreams are fucking weird like that. But, you know, if there's one thing I need you to remember from my story, it's... we can all spread our ass cheeks and fart on our cakes. Be they literal cakes or figurative cakes. Because this is America, the land where dreams turn real. It doesn't matter what job you want, just as long as you fart on your cakes. And do it on film.
Anthime Miller!
I miss Anthime so much. Anthime, if you're watching, I love you. I miss you. I'm so proud of all of the really cool stuff you're doing right now in New York.
Okay.
But like,
I'm eating and bring your chocolate.
that's all right. You can drink my chocolate. I poured another beverage. Misty Portugal loves Anthime. Everybody should love Anthime.
Everybody.
Anthime is
phenomenal.
just such a good human and a talented human. I love good, talented humans. Thank you for tuning in, good, talented humans.
The dog seemed to calm down.
That's good.
That's nice.
Is
or dog was indifferent to Anthime. I'm not sure. Shook down a
No,
little bit.
I think music soothes the savage breast.
I don't know what's wrong with somebody's breast. They're so angry.
My boobs are totally mad.
Burbs. Shall we make this drink?
I'm gonna leave you to do that. I just have to.
Wait, you talk to them for 1 second while I do this part.
You do that part, and then as soon as you're done that part, I need to do something that we should never do while we're doing a show.
Fart on a cake?
No, I'm not going to fart on. That would make for an excellent show. Instead, I have to
get
just.
so much on Twitch.
I just need to excuse myself for 5 seconds.
Oh. All right.
I'm going
All
to
right.
spread my ass.
Fart on a cake. All right. We are going to make a very interesting drink. I'm very excited to make. This drink is called. I'm going to bring the recipe up here. Boom, boom, boom. The sweet and sour hot chicken toddy. Very excited. It's a very interesting. Again, Shy and Stuart were up. They asked me, Shy asked if there's anything, and I'd never tried. And so I did a little bit of research, and I found this, and I think it sounds really interesting. Now, there's a couple of things in here that you're going to need to have. I mean, there's a lot of different things in here you're going to need to have. One thing is you're going to have a nice chicken broth. So we've got a really good, a nice chicken broth that is right here that we just made up. The other thing you're going to need is a pineapple syrup. I made this over the weekend. This was just simply cut up some pineapple, put in about a cup of sugar, let it sit overnight or for about a day, let it macerate, pull, so the sugar is going to pull all the liquid out, and then poured that syrup into this bottle, and that's what we have. So that is pure pineapple syrup. Very, very good. We're going to need a sriracha. And we're going to need a little bit of lemon for our sour portion and gin. So the first thing we're going to need is we're going to start off with our... Oh, I'm going to grab...
Je suis de retour.
Ah, you returned.
I returned.
I'm just
Il
gonna
fallait
grab-
pipi piscine, mais maintenant ça va bien.
There we are. Let's grab that. So the first thing we're going to need... Can you bring that recipe up one more time? for
Yeah,
me?
man.
I'm going to bring in my... Okay, for each drink, we're going to bring up 3 ounces
Can't believe we're putting chicken broth
of
in
our
it.
hot chicken broth.
In a cocktail. This is so weird. Oui, je parle français. Génial. Absolument. On reste à Québec. M3 nous. M3 nous. M3 nous. I don't know.
What?
Tu parles français. Génial.
Ah.
Tu viens d'où, toi?
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue.
All right, so to that, we're going to add in our pineapple syrup. So about 3/4 ounce of this beautiful pineapple syrup.
Sirop d'ananas.
Sirop d'ananas, oui.
D'ananas. Nous autres, on est à la Belle. Mais ça fait 6 mois avant ça, on était à Montréal. Lui était à Vancouver.
Oui. There we are. And to that 3/4 of... Oh, I put it right here. Oh, should I grab you the paring knife, please?
The paring knife, yes.
And
Oh, quoi?
3/4 of an ounce of our lime.
So, for those of you just tuning in, we have du bouillon de poulet, we have chicken stock, we have some lime juice. I'm very, very intrigued by this whole thing. I'm going to bring the recipe up one more time.
Here we are.
Gin, lime, pineapple syrup, chicken broth, and sriracha.
Sriracha.
I don't have COVID. I just swallowed the wrong way.
Oh, been there, sister.
Excuse me.
I've been there. All right. So in that, and then the last thing we're going to do is our bar spoon of sriracha. We're just going to mix that all together. And do the other one here.
I'm here. Oh.
There we go. So we want all of that base together first. So we have our... Oh, you're so good for so long.
Please, you were so quiet.
And lastly to that, we're going to add 1.5 ounces of our gin.
Also, friends, reste à Québec, comme province, pas la ville du Québec, mais en général, we have so many good Quebec gins right now. It's out of control. Mm-hmm. Out of control. You've got the Bootlegger Botanique, you've got the Gin de Mon Oncle, Gin de Ma Tante. There's so many amazing Quebec. I don't know why we have so much gin, but there is so much really good Quebec gin. So, like, when the SAQ is not on strike, support local.
Lastly, to that, we are going to add a beautiful star.
Mary-Eve wants to know if the drink is still going to be hot after you've added the ingredients and stirred, or if it's going to be enjoyed warm.
Yeah, it's still warm. It's still warm. We haven't cooled it in any way. Yes, there's a little bit. We probably dissipated it a little bit by stirring it, but it's not. It's still warm. It's still hot. And if we go overhead, we have that beautiful, for garnish, star anise, which looks like little tiny spiders.
Also tastes really good. Also, when you dump out the contents of your cocktail glass, the next day your sink smells really good.
Here we are. And that is the chicken. The sweet and sour chicken toddy.
Cheers. Our dog wants to eat me.
Yeah.
Santé.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Les amis, je vous jure que when Dan said, quand Dan a dit qu'il voulait faire une boisson avec du bouillon de poulet, I was like, really? A cocktail with boulet de poulet? This is so good.
Really nice. It's the pineapple syrup you get, then you get that tartness a little bit like this. It's the sweet and sour. The lime with the pineapple go very, very well.
It's almost like, and don't take this in a bad way, it's almost like a soup, meaning like it's like
but there's clearly gin in it.
No, you guys know how much I love soup because I love le reconfort de la soupe. There is something, this is so good. I'm so surprised by how good this is. This is
like. Did you try this? This. I didn't think I'd give you a little bit of this. This is pineapple syrup I made.
Oh, il est bon. Remember when you used to go to Dairy Queen back in the day and you could get the pineapple sundae? That's what that syrup tastes like.
But it's better.
La boisson est fucking incroyable.
This is really, really
Vraiment,
good.
je suis.
Vraiment.
I am so surprised.
I was not sure about this drink. I was not sure going in, but that is delicious.
It's almost like drinking a boozy tom yum.
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Like it's got that kind of like...
The sweet and the tart, the liminess of it.
Lynn, when you come for cocktails, we'll make you this. Ben là, je suis vraiment... C'est comme... Je suis choquée. This is so good.
Choquée? Are you shocked? Does that mean you're shocked?
Je suis bien choquée.
Shocky.
Je le feel.
I love that film. Shocky. He beats Apollo Creed at the end.
No, but like, guys, for real, you know me. When he makes drinks I don't like, I am not shy to say, like, I don't like this. This is
and I like to think that it's happened very rarely.
It has happened very rarely. It's happened like maybe 3 times in 2 years where I've been like, I don't love this so much. This is so surprisingly delicious.
Mm-hmm. That's a really...
Wow. Yeah, I'm going. I know, you just push me around. That's what we do.
I know. I'm just trying to... You gotta keeping your eye. The split the screen a little bit better.
Yeah, like a boozy tom yum. The only thing it's missing is maybe like a hint, like for it to truly be a boozy tom yum, I'd want to hit it with lemongrass.
Yeah, but again, I don't want it to be that.
But it wasn't. I just said, Lynn said a boozy tom yum. It's ish what it reminds me of.
This is, but to me, it's what I love is the sriracha at the end, that little bit of spicy finish, and it's not a crazy spice. It's not over the top. It's not one of those. I find, especially with a spicy cocktail, they tend to overuse the spice.
But it's almost also like a sweet and sour pork.
Yeah.
Or like a sweet and sour chicken. Like, I don't know.
These are both really good cocktails.
I didn't expect it like this at all. This is really good. Oh my God. Plus, it's got chicken in it, right? So it's like a protein. It's like having a protein shake.
Yeah. It's not a protein shake. It's the
same. It's just as healthy as having a protein
shake. Isn't even that. Yeah, I really like that.
Guys, this is really good.
All right.
Can you pull up the recipe one more time?
In
case people want to see, make this drink.
Recipe,
please.
Boom. Sweet and sour chicken toddy.
So, gin, which we can all get. Lime juice, pineapple syrup.
Pineapple syrup, easy to make.
Chicken broth, and sriracha. You have these ingredients in your pantry.
Well, you might not have pineapple syrup, in all fairness.
But you might have pineapple.
If you have pineapple, you can make pineapple syrup in about a day.
Yep.
That's all it takes, about a day.
Also, to that effect, if you have pineapple that you think that you bought and you had huge plans to make something with it, like the one that they sell at the grocery store that's like cored or whatever, and you're like, oh, that's going bad. Make a syrup with it. Don't toss it. Just make a syrup. Or a shrub or whatever. There's no... I'm really trying, the older I get, to be a little bit less wasteful. And there's always something you can do with your ugly fruit, your kind of borderline vegetables. There's always something creative and fun you can do, even if it means...
Throw them at the neighbors.
I was going to say, even if it means throwing them at the neighbors or like chopping them up, putting them in the freezer. Like, you don't...
Don't chop your neighbors up and put them in the freezer. That's terrible. It's bad advice.
You don't know where we live. But
unless you're our neighbors.
Well, then they're in our freezer.
Hey! Way to give it away.
Either way, they're like...
Never committing murder with you
There is
again.
so much stuff that we can do to reduce our food waste. And ironically, a lot of it involves making like syrups and shit for cocktails. So like, it's like fun.
All right, you're eating about 10 minutes into your time that you
I'm not eating nothing.
You are.
Look at me,
You're
not eating nothing.
You are.
All right, here we go.
No, you need to put that over here. All right. We're making some soup. All right, so let's bring this up one more time, this recipe up, for our cheeseburger soup that we're doing.
Excuse me, please. Okay, for those of you who have been paying attention since the beginning, we browned the ground beef. We put a little mirepoix in here. We cooked it all. We're going to put this in our soup pot. I'm going to put it in with all of the oil and the meat fat. Why? Because fat is flavor, friends. Don't shy away from it. It'll just make you sad. You might be skinny, but you'll be a cunt. So into this, I have my meat, I have my onions, my celery. Over here I have some...
Why don't you tell me where to get it? I
have some, because I will need you to read the recipe for me. Basil. Half a teaspoon of dry basil. Also, I have much cuter spice pots, but I never use them on the show. I don't know why. Into this, we're putting half a teaspoon of basil. Can you grab me the patates, please?
Yeah.
So, a pound of ground beef, a cup of onion, a cup and a half, pardon me, a cup, Dan, chill for 1 second. A cup and a half of onion, a cup of carrot, a cup of celery. That's all been cooked. We put half a teaspoon of basil in here, 3 potatoes, cubed. Load me.
Yeah.
I'm just helping. I'm grabbing the dregs.
Sure.
And into this, I am going to dump 4 cups of chicken stock.
Same chicken stock we put in this cocktail.
Indeed. Also, friends, I discovered something recently. No. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to bring this to a boil. And then we're going to reduce the heat. So we want to get it boiling, all of it together, and then we can, boil. There we go. There's a button for that.
They can see.
There's a button for that. So we're going to get this boiling because we want to soften the potatoes. The meat's already cooked. Like all of the mirepoix is cooked. The meat is cooked. So it's funny, when I looked up this recipe, someone had asked, can you just put the meat in raw? You are the boss of you. You can do whatever the fuck you want. But at the end of the day, the flavor of the meat, if you throw the meat in raw into the soup, it's not going to cook the same way. When you put it in the pan, you get is it the Maynard? Maillard reaction. So you're gonna crust up your meat a little bit. It's gonna give flavor. You're gonna put some stuff in there. It's gonna give flavor. Yeah, if you're being a lazy so-and-so, you can just put your raw meat directly in the thing. It'll boil. But that's boiled meat versus like a caramelized meat. So it's all up to you and how you want to do your flavor, and I guess the time you have. But in all fairness,
the time of my life.
Browning ground beef takes 6 minutes. If you're not worth 6 minutes, we should have a conversation. Just saying.
All right. Boom, boom, boom.
Well, Mary Ev's going to make the boozy tom yum for her family at Christmas. I swear to you,
so good.
Lady Love, this is delicious. Okay, friends. What we got to do is we're going to bring this up to a boil. We're going to let it sit for 15 minutes so that the potatoes soften. The only thing I'm going to say about this right now is I have used the appropriate amount of liquid to solid proportion here.
You still got 2 cups of milk to put to it.
I do, but my bigger concern was more that I feel like I need a little bit more stock to boil these potatoes properly, but I might not. I might just need a top. Can I have a top?
No.
So we don't want to boil the shit out of this. We want to bring it to a boil. Oh, fly cam, please.
You don't like me taking pictures of your boots, though.
It's fine. I got cute boots right now. That's our puppy. She's clearly not an embarrassed human because that's how she sleeps, with her little cow print tummy. Just, you're not even looking at her tummy. Look at her cute tummy. Oh my God, it's a pink cow print tummy. Yes, I'm annoying as fuck. I'm obsessed with my dog. Sorry. It is the way it is.
Oh, we didn't want to say it out loud.
I'm obsessed with you too. Don't be jealous of the dog.
I didn't take it that way.
All right. It is on the boil setting.
No,
It's just not boiling yet. That's fine. So we're gonna.
You're watching it. You know what I've heard about a watch pot? It's an asshole.
Either way, we're gonna bring this. We're gonna bring this to a boil.
Oh, we're not? What do you
do you guys hear that? Can you actually hear them?
Yeah, I can see the. Yeah.
Oh, she just wants a tummy rub. You can have a tummy rub. Oh, Dad. Show the people.
Oh.
Show the people how cute she is.
People are so tired.
Well, no, we're trying to get the soup to boil. So, stretchy puppy, stretchy puppy, stretchy puppy. Look at the camera. Oh, it's so pretty. Show everyone your tummy. Oh, it's a tummy. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I haven't been this obsessed. with any one thing since I met Dan. Oh God, I have such.
You don't.
Sorry, I would have popped my butt out differently. It's all good. Okay, it's starting to boil, friends. Shushi, you're fine. Oh, you wanted more pats, huh? Yeah. Anybody else?
I'll give you a pat, Sajak.
Here's what I want to know. Did anybody else who's watching us get a pet during the pandemic? Because I feel had we gotten a puppy, I've worked from home for the last 10 years. Dan used to work sometimes from home, sometimes in an
I
office.
always worked from home.
No, but you also worked.
Yeah, but I primarily worked at home for like 10 years.
But I kind of feel that had we gotten our pet at a different stage, she would be way more independent. But because we got her in a time where we're both home, like almost, I'd say 20 hours a day, like it's changed the whole dynamic. Anybody else? Did anybody get a cat or a dog or like a capuchin monkey, tortoise, goldfish?
Guacamole.
Guacamole is not a pet.
Oh, it's not?
No.
What is a guacamole?
Lord, she's cute. Lynn Schlella, just come visit.
I was raised. Telling people to come visit.
Lynn,
Pandemic.
I'm
The
sorry.
pandemic.
We've been talking to Lynn Schlella about coming to visit for like 4 years, so I think it predates.
Everybody's
She's
coming.
grandfathered in. Donata, you're right, but at the same time, like I think had we been smarter about training her, it wouldn't have sucked
You got
as
some
much.
boiling going on.
We're boiling some stuff. This is happening. The timer says I've only got 4 minutes left, but I don't agree with that.
Well, no, no. The timer is out. You only have 4 minutes left on the timer, but the timer has nothing to do with what you said.
Okay, shushi your face for a second, Daniel.
What? No, I won't.
Stop with that.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, there is only 4 minutes left on the timer, but when I put the timer on, it took about 4 minutes to bring the pot up to boil. So what I'm going to do, excuse me, but what I'm going to do, what you want, friends, is you can boil this for as long or as little as you want, but you want your potatoes to be soft. So I'm just going to go in here right now with a little fork. I know that the meat is cooked, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm worried about this. Not cooked at all. So, cooking, softening. But when I look at the timer and the timer says 3 minutes, I'm like, that's a lie. These are gonna need at least, I'm making a call. I'm gonna say about another 6 minutes-ish. Again, you are the boss of your own soup. If you like stuff a little bit crunchier, then make it crunchier. Like you don't have to boil the shit out of all your veggies. The only thing with potatoes, sweet potatoes, lentils, things like that, there is a certain amount of time that they should cook in order for them to feel right in your mouth. So yeah. So you can see we got a good boil going here. We probably want, hey gnomes, I love you so much. The only reason our dog is so obnoxious is because it's so shitty outside right now.
No, I don't think that's the only reason
I do.
our dog is so obnoxious.
I do.
I think our dog is also very obnoxious.
Our dog is obnoxious
Hey.
by breed, but also super smart. So I just turned that down a little bit. I'm going to get this going. It's 6:48. So what I'm going to hope, in an attempt to close the show in a timely manner, is that we should probably take another,
I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
I'm going to say about 5 minutes, solid 5 minutes. We're boiling them. That's happening. We just want to soften the potatoes. Like I said, everything else is cooked. You don't have to worry. Pardon me. You don't have to worry about the beef. The beef was cooked through. The veggies are cooked through. And if you've been watching since the beginning, I don't like a super like toothsome carrot in my soup. I don't like it. at all. So I'd rather they be like the carrots, the celery. I want those to be a bit like mushy is a bad culinary word, but I don't want them to be crunchy. So whatever the non-bad culinary term is for not toothsome is how you want them. You're up.
Oh, I've already done it 3 times. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know what to do.
Manon! Il faut que tu chill.
Just take this thing and just go away.
Oh, see, that's hey, pet parents, how often do you just throw a treat at your hot? Why is it telling me it's hot, Dan?
What?
I just got it flashing at me and it went hot.
Because you took it off the thing. You can't just take it off.
Well, I didn't.
You can.
Put it back
you
now.
do that.
Oh, and it goes hot.
Because it's a magnet. You don't have the thing that's magnetifying. You're demagnetized.
Do you have a question for the people?
I don't know anymore. Yes, of course we have a question for the people.
That's what she said.
Why did she say that?
Because there's a question for the people. Second question of the night. What is your favorite winter activity? Thing to do in winter. There's so many, we live on a ski hill where you can ski. What is your favorite winter activity?
I have no shame and I don't even have to think about this twice. Naked, hot tub, drunk.
Naked hot tub junk.
Drunk.
Those are just 3 words. I don't know if it's an
Yeah.
activity.
Oh, that's an activity. Naked hot tub drunk is an activity. Ask Audrey Ivory if she's still watching. We know this to be a fact. My favorite winter activity is to get naked and get in a hot tub when it's snowing and have a beverage. Naked hot tub drunk is my favorite.
Well, I don't know
winter
how
activity.
anybody can say anything other than that now. Because I think that's a don't read ahead. You read ahead and then...
I'm not reading nothing.
Yes, I did. I'll watch you do it.
I did not see nothing.
Noe! Stop making her read ahead. You're doing it again.
She keeps being calm and then you keep riling her
No,
up.
I don't rile her up. I'm just trying to get her away from her. Anyways.
What's your favorite winter activity? Is it
Anything
naked hot tub drunk?
that involves not being around the dog right now. I like naked hot tub drunk is always a good one. I think not getting out of bed, is that an activity? Like the less activity, the better? Is that
I think
a thing?
no activity can be an activity.
Is that not like if I have to stay in bed for an extended period of time, a whole day, with you, of course,
Oh.
then that's a good activity. I consider that because I can make it very active.
You can. I can vouch for that.
But I think that's probably the best thing I like to do in the winter. Let's see what the people have to say.
Hey, people.
Hey, people.
What's your favorite?
What's yours? Let's see what people have to say. Hibernating indoors with a blanket and movie and cuddles.
Donata, come and visit.
Or
I'll cuddle you.
Whatever you want. We're not going to force anybody to do
I
anything.
mean, whatever.
My mother's just reading in front of the fire. Be careful, they'll get too close and burn your book.
Maybe she's
Or
reading
your
on a
Kindle. Or your Kindle. Fire can destroy both.
Winter hiking, cross country. Okay, I need someone, especially now that we live where we live, to teach me about cross country. I was an alpine skier.
It's complicated walking.
I know, and that's why I'm saying, like, I was always a downhill skier, and now I kind of want to. I'll stole my answer.
Also, my answer: naked avec
Naked hot tub drunk is your answer.
Un tech, un toque.
Avec un truc. Oh my god. No, écoute.
Right?
Tout nu, truc, Uggs. Plot.
Building a fort and getting drunk in it afterwards.
Okay. Who's that?
I believe that's what's called the Citadel in Halifax. And of course, Donald wants to come visit.
Well,
of course you do it.
New Year's or whenever.
How do you not do it? Anyways, there we are.
That's question 2.
Question number 2.
All right, let me check my taters.
You got your taters going over
Because
here.
if the taters are soft, we're good to go. I don't know if they are. Hold on. The fact that they won't stick to a fork. Oh, it's freaking hot in there.
There you do.
I'm just testing a tater.
Is it toothsome?
It's a little toothsome. I would leave that for like another minute. And while I leave that for a minute, I'm going to prepare the other things. We have some parsley. On a du fromage en masse. Can you pass me the cream / half and half? Misty Portugal, have to run. Yeah, you're so social these days. I'm kind of having FOMO because of you, but not.
Bye, Mist.
Misty went to an event the other day. She posted pictures. I was so excited for her to be out. And then when I saw the pictures of a bunch of unmasked people, I sent her a message saying, like, this whole thing gives me anxiety. Is anybody else having that? Is anybody else, like, so fucking done with this pandemic that they just want to go back and be normal, and then they look at, like, pictures of normal activities, mall shopping, concerts, whatever, and they go, because that's where that's where I'm at. Like, I want to be back in society with the people I love. I want to, like,
that already.
Because she's a monster. But it's still giving me crazy anxiety, and then that gives me, like, the fact that it gives me anxiety gives me more anxiety, and then I feel weird, and I feel like I'm a bad human, and that, like, I don't know how to do anything. I don't know.
All right, we got 5 minutes left.
All right, here we go. Into this. I'm just gonna, hold on. I'm just gonna, no. I'm going to turn this off.
Why are you turning it off?
Hold on, because I'm going to go back.
Turn it on.
No, me.
You got to shut the fuck up.
You don't want to add cream to your boiling soup. You're going to curdle the cream. So, into this, I am adding gnomes. Probably has to go to the bathroom.
Well, I don't care. I'm in the middle of a freaking show.
I get that. I will clean up the poop later. We're putting 1.5 cups or so of cheddar cheese in here. We're going to stir this up and let it melt. Guys, you can cube your cheddar. I prefer to shred it because I find the shredded cheddar melts faster. A cubed cheddar will still melt fairly fast depending on what temperature of soup you put it in, but the shredded hold on. Oh, we're good. We're overhead already. So you see that's already melting. Could you pour that cream in there, Danny D? Oh, poor puppy. Needs more attention. All right, my friends. So we have soup.
I need you to be quiet.
We have put cream in here. We have added the cheese. Because I'm me, I'm already worried that there's not enough cheese, but I'm pretty sure
that's all the cheese.
Oh, I know. I'm just a crazy person who always wants more cheese. Can you grab us 2 bowls, please?
Wait, don't you want you got parsley here?
That's a garnish.
Oh,
So
it's a garnish.
I need parsley for the garnish. I need also the bacon bits that are in the fridge for the garnish.
Because it's a bacon cheeseburger.
We got 2 bowls. We got this scenario happening.
There we go.
I am going to grab the ladle. I'm not taking it off just yet, friends. I want it to cook. What are we at? Yeah, I want it to sit and meld for like a hot second. While
How sharp is the cheddar? It's a medium cheddar.
This was a medium.
This isn't looking to be too sharp, this cheddar. This is looking to be as just, you want that sort of that distinct cheddar flavor without it being too sharp.
But again, it's a cheeseburger soup. So if you feel personally that like your best cheeseburger is made with Gruyere or your best cheeseburger is made with a blue, then, I mean, do you try it out? Like, you just want a cheese that melts well?
In all fairness, the recipe that you sent me, they suggested American cheese.
It's very hard in Canada to find American cheese.
Yes.
If you go to Hannaford's in Vermont, you can find stacks and stacks of it.
If I ever find it.
Steph Feldman. Hi, Steph Feldman. We'll see if it's delicious. We're going to try it in a second.
Are you going to dish it up, or you are... We got a minute left. We should.
All right, let's dish it up and let's try it. I'm gonna get some spoons.
Try it out here. All right.
Again, cheeseburger soup to me sounds so American, but it also
like Frito pie.
Like Frito pie, yeah.
I think we should do Frito pie on this show.
We can do Frito pie. We could do all of the things that Americans
So
should
you want
eat.
some...
Hold on, I'm just gonna move this over here. That's fine. A little bit of parsley. And
Here,
I'm gonna
let's go over here so people can see what we're doing here.
I'm also putting a tiny bit of a dollop. What would you do with the dollop? No, me, get down. No, me. No, me.
No way.
Down, please. You're making my
Go
food
away.
unhygienic.
Ready to put some bacon on there? Or you want to put the
A
sour
little
cream?
bacon. I'm going to put a sour cream dollop. And a sour cream dollop. A little bit of bacon. And had we saved any cheese, I would have put a little tiny bit of cheese on the top.
Theoretically, it shouldn't need more cheese.
No, me. There's bacon on the floor. You can have it. All right, Fred.
All right.
Hamburger soup. Let's try
Cheeseburger
it.
soup.
Pardon me. Cheeseburger soup.
Cheeseburger soup.
That's freaking delicious. Normal.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't see the dog right now. I'm just gonna take this away so you can see how excited she is about.
Want cheeseburger soup?
Guys, I thought it was so down market, but you know
Hey,
what?
look, all these things, all the recipes tonight were very good.
Really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
not bad at all. Not bad soup.
Does it taste like a cheeseburger? Nah. Not like,
I get it.
to quote what's his name, Massimo, Italian chef, it has the perception of cheeseburger.
All right, next week is our final show of the season.
Of the year.
Of the year, of the season, of everything. So we are coming. It's our Christmas episode,
Yes, Massimo Bottura.
but we're gonna deal with an episode called the Naughty List. So it's Christmas, but it's all the best things about Christmas, the things that you should never be rewarded for.
Like this. Like
No,
this.
It's
kind
this
of
dog.
thing.
All right, I'm gonna stone cold stunner you. Bam! Stone cold stunner my dog.
Oh, ow, ow, ow.
Okay, what's going on? I don't know what's going on with the dog. The dog.
There, she's in my bra. Literally.
All right.
Literally claws on my nipples.
All right.
Claws on my nipples.
All right, I got this.
Oh, look. Super dogs.
All right, so that's what's next week. We have the Naughty List. It's our Christmas episode. Last show of the season. Last show of the year.
Also, if you're interested in getting any food from the Stir Crazy Kitchen, next Tuesday is the last delivery.
Yeah.
I'll be putting the menu out tomorrow. We're doing a potpourri. All the favorites from the year.
Yeah.
So that you can buy stuff and freeze it and put it in your freezer over the holiday season so that when you don't feel like cooking, we got you.
All right. That's it. Now, you have anything else you would like to say, or have you been talking the whole goddamn show?
You want to show your face one last time?
Come on, up. Now she can't stop from being up here. Thank you very much. I'm the Divine Danny D.
I'm Elle Diabloe with the sunburn on my chest. Thanks,
Stick
brother.
around to after the credits to see how beautiful it can be up here. And what's great is you can't hear that.
It's a quiet. Enjoy.